Good. I think that's something people ask when they don't know what to say next, and that's kind of my situation right now. I hope everyone's feeling forgiving, because I don't have slides. And also, it seems really unfair that you put me after Thad and Ann, but now you have me. Let me guess, like Mike Morrissey's next. Anyway.
True.
Is he really?
Yeah.
All right, I gotta step it up. So I saw a couple hands when Matt asked if anyone's a plugger. So is anyone familiar? Okay, I see Steve. Basically, it's just people on the team, I think, at this point. But one of the missions here is evangelism, because the app is not quite done yet. Plogging, if you're not familiar with it, which it seems like very few people are, is a portmanteau of a Swedish word, plocka upp. Anyone speak Swedish? Okay, because I nailed the pronunciation there. And jogging, and basically it is combining recreational activity, running, walking, biking, canoeing, with picking up trash, cleaning up your environment. I feel like I don't have to make too much of a case for the value of cleaning up your environment. It's not just about how it looks, it's also about catching things before they degrade into microplastics, and then it becomes difficult, very difficult, if not impossible, to clean up. And plugging, in addition to just being kind of that conjunction activities, it's also kind of a community. And in this community, people take pride in tracking what they've collected. If we want to do a quick demonstration of what plugging looks like, I'll just just empty. So this is trash now. Valerie,
I've plugged.
You've plugged before.
No,
so
you have to imagine that I'm wearing gloves.
Yeah.
And I have a garbage bag.
Yeah, we do have that indeed.
So I'm dragging along, and then I see this, and I have to stop. I have to pick it up and just throw it in the... Oops, sorry. I didn't realize there was liquid in here. I think it's on the floor.
Makes the demo more realistic.
Yeah.
Yes, plugging is messy. Yeah, you just kind of like pick up whatever you see.
Yeah. There are surprises along the way. Hopefully the demo will not have too many surprises, though. Basically, we built an app to kind of gamify this experience, and we have to basically give all the credit for the design of this, the UX of this, to Eva, who unfortunately is not here to present it. She is in Poland because I guess Boston winters are too balmy for her. So yeah, these are just the introductory materials, some of which gives you some advice about not picking up needles or things like that, or basically taking reasonable precautions. And the experience of using it is pretty straightforward. You go through the intro, and then you're immediately deposited into this page where you can log what you plugged, and you can take a photo of what you plugged. Unfortunately, the simulator does not have a camera in it, so we got to go to a photo roll and get rid of all these unsightly flowers. Please don't do that. I was jogging. I was with a child. Presumably when I'm related to or something. It doesn't technically say that, I guess. I should also note there are different ways to use this. You can start a timer just to show how long you've been plugging, and then once you log that, once you record that, you'll see a record of the things that you've recently plugged. We also are currently working on achievements. You can gain points, and there'll be a leaderboard and so on. And it has a lot of the kind of usual things that you would expect from any app that has a kind of login, and you can manage your preferences. The name is blah 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 just because it's blah blah blah's blog. I mean, that's kind of where we stand in terms of the app right now. I could go through the entire elaborate design of the UX that we've been working from. Like I said, Eva thought out every aspect of this, and I wish she were here to pitch this for you, because I feel like she is probably a better spokesperson for blogging in general. It's been a really cool experience building this. We've been doing it as a mob programming exercise, meaning that every week we are like pathologically collaborative, meaning like we're all in a room, we're all working from the same screen, and we decide at the beginning of every session what it is we're going to be working on. So it's a good way for people to come on board, and it's also a good way for people to share their knowledge about how to build things. And so if any of this interests you, when we next meet in a couple weeks, it'd be great to have some additional faces in the room. Any questions?
Yeah.
No? Josh?
What is this built in? Is it iOS or
It's React Native.
React Native? Okay.
Yeah, so it runs on Android and iOS.
Are you going to have like the most famous blogger, Mike Dukakis, to endorse this?
Is he the most famous?
I mean, he's pretty famous, and he also does it. So.
Okay.
I think
David Sedaris.
David Sedaris, yeah. David Sedaris is pretty famous, but we don't have him on board yet.
Yeah.
I noticed you let them pick up needles and glass. Is there like a safety thing that says, hey, you should like directly pick that stuff up or something?
Yeah, I think we are going to add some additional text and probably give some cautionary notes about that sort of thing. Yeah, we do have safe plugging here, but it's just a warning at the moment.
Are you hoping to learn anything from the data and aggregate?
That is something that we've talked about, yeah, but we don't have a partner for that right now. This is something that is, like I said, led by someone who is an enthusiastic blogger and also a UX researcher. So that's kind of where it stands right now. But we would definitely have some interest in doing that kind of thing.
Have you thought about trying to partner with different local organizations to sort of sponsorship for points redemption?
Yeah, sorry.
Like copies?
Yeah, actually, so the question is there any, have we thought at all about partnering with local organizations to offer promotions for people who earn a lot of points? Is that the general idea? Again, that is something that we've discussed. Again, Eva would be a better person. It is 2 a.m., so we probably can't Slack her and ask her, but what the status of that is. But that is something that we've also discussed. We're not at that point yet, though.
One more question.
You've had your hand up in the green shirt.
Sorry.
Yes.
Thanks. I'm not sure. I couldn't hear what the question was on that side, but it might be similar. Is it possible to talk to potentially have this be open database to allow researchers to then learn from it and see if there's accumulation of trash in certain areas, and perhaps implement new legislation or other regulations to improve upon?
We've had some prolonged discussions about how to treat the data. I'm sorry, I keep doing it. The question is, would we be interested in opening the data up to researchers? Is that, or in general, right? And that is not something we've actually talked about. But we have been, we're wary about sharing too much at this point. I mean, we've had long discussions about exactly how to treat that. And, we haven't really resolved it, but for the moment we're kind of erring on the side of sharing less rather than more. I think that's it for questions. Is that right?